Steps in. Count it. Is Gabber three. Melody Lalott. The exclamation point for Boise State.
Welcome to the Treasure Valley of Idaho in Boise. And welcome inside ExtraMile Arena as the Boise State Broncos play host to the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. I'm Talia Lundquist alongside my partner Garrett Tunn. What else would you be doing midday on a Tuesday?
Getting ready for Potato Bowl probably on my end in the ops life.
We are glad that you're with us, and we appreciate you joining us. These are two teams that have never faced each other before. They do have a common opponent in the College of Idaho this year. Both teams came away with wins against the Yotes.
A great first time meeting between these two schools. Rocky Mountain, located actually in Billings, Montana, which is just on the outskirts of the Rocky Mountain here. First time meeting here. There's a lot of connections here with our coaches and the connections here too. So it's to be an exciting game here for the Broncos.
Battling Bears have a stud on the interior post, Morgan Baird, a transfer from Portland State University, averaging just under 20 points a game.
Morgan Baird is the southpaw lefty out there, which is a little different for guarding most post players out there. She works around the paint very closely, shooting 63% from the field right now. She can range out for her three a little bit too, just 3 for 6, but you know what? Her main game is all inside.
And if you've watched this Boise State team at all this season, you may have noticed that they have been incredible from beyond the arc and the best that they have been in 35 seasons.
3 points. That's the new thing in the college basketball or basketball itself. They're shooting just under 40% in the nation, eighth highest in the country right now. The only school better than them in their conference is Colorado State, who's 7th. But you know what? Basketball is coming an outside-inside game now, so sometimes getting those three-point shots will help you get the shots inside as well, and that's what the Broncos been doing, outside to inside.
All this is coming off of a 3 for 18 perimeter shooting performance against BYU. They took that loss the last time they were out. Well, it's field trip day in ExtraMile Arena, and tip-offs on the other side. We welcome you back inside ExtraMile Arena as we see the starting lineups for the Boise State Broncos, trying to be 7-0 to start a home schedule for the 9th time in program history. You see one name that has not been in the starting 5 the last few games. That's Elodie Lalott. She'll replace a injured Trista Hull. But the remainder of the 4 are very typical. Maya Hansen, Mary Kay Nero, Natalie Pasco, and Abby Muse. They've been there all season long.
This was the starting lineup last year, and it continued this year as well. Yeah, Trista Hull a big loss today, but you do not lose anything with Elodie at all in the starting lineup.
On the other side of the floor, Rocky Mountain College, there's also one little adjustment to their typical starting 5. They'll go with Kai Oliver and Gracie Leckvold in the backcourt. Angie Kavanaugh will replace the injured Ileana Moran. Dominique Stevens and Morgan Baird will be the 2 in the front court. And it's those 2, Stevens and Baird, who really make up most of the scoring for Rocky Mountain College.
They have their twin towers with Baird and with Stevens. Well, we got our twin towers with Muse and Lalott right now. So it's to be a battle of the post players on who can control it. But the same thing too, Rocky Mountain's averaging 80 points a game. So don't be surprised they go run and get a lot of quick shots up too as well. So there could be a fast-paced game for the Broncos and the Battling Bears.
A little early gamesmanship. Abby Muse almost left Stevens hanging there on the early fist bump on the tip.
She's ready to go.
And still wins the tip. So Kavanaugh will start off guarding Nero. Muse with a dribble handoff to Hansen. Pasco at the top of the key. Nero left wide open, right wing, just too strong. Offensive rebound, Lalott. Lalott puts it back up and in, and that is the bread and butter of this Broncos offense.
They talked about being the rebounding spots right there, and Lalott was right in the rebounding spot to get the O-board and easy putback.
Yeah, that was the adjustment that they were needing to make coming off of that loss at BYU. Good defense on the inside by Abby Muse, but they're going to call a foul as Dominique Stevens will have 2 shots at the line. But in our pre-production meeting, we were talking to Jade, one of the graduate assistants on the coaching staff, and she said, against BYU, we just weren't in our spots. And that allowed the Cougars to get out and run in transition, and that's not our style of basketball.
No, Coach Tyler Sauer is always big about winning the rebounding battles, and that's what they're trying to do every game here. They're key about getting the rebounding spots on the court to where they can get a key offensive rebound and also transition back in defense, prevent an easy layup for them as well.
Stevens goes 1 for 2 at the line in one of the most raucous environments you will see for one of these women's basketball games on the season. Field trip day, and you got just under 2,000 screaming elementary school kids.
Yes, it's going to be a fun day for these kids. They're going to enjoy this great game today. Watch the Broncos today.
Hansen comes off the screen from Muse. Muse on the roll and too strong on the over-the-top pass from Hansen.
Now, speaking of field trip day, let's get a shout out to some of these schools that are here right now. We got Hawthorne, Horizon, Jefferson, Colch, Longfellow, Maple Grove, Monroe, Roosevelt, Sage International, Seven Oaks, St. Joseph's, Taft, Washington, and White Pine. We're so happy to have you guys all here today.
Yeah, that's 14 for those of you at home counting. Leckvold on the interior, pivoting, finally throws one up, airballs it. Defensive rebound by Abby Muse, one step closer to adding more to her historic career already. Pasco puts it up, got fouled by Kavanaugh. And the best free throw shooter on the Boise State roster will have a chance for 2.
Great outlet right there by Mary Canera. Seeing Pasco on the wing, give it to her in advance and have her attack the rim to get the foul to head to the line shooting 2.
Pasco has been far and away this team's leading scorer, the only Bronco in double digits this year, out in average at least, 13.7 for Pasco as she uncharacteristically misses the front end.
You know, you don't always need to have everyone average double figures. Yes, it's nice, but the thing is that just shows you the balance of scoring this team has. Anyone can get double figures anytime they need to. But when you need that key bucket, Natalie's the girl, is the woman to go to.
I mean, when you're exactly right. When you look at this team, as they fall into a 1-3-1 zone, you don't see that pulled out very often for Boise State.
No,
but
especially with Abby up really high, too.
They have 6 players averaging 6 or more points per game. That's really all you can ask.
Oh, that's the best thing you do is you can turn the ball movement, the balance of the offense is huge with the outside in game or inside out game, depending how they want to match up.
Leckvold had it tipped away in the passing lane by Abby Muse.
Looks like they're going back to man-to-man after going to that 1-3-1 zone, which, like you say, you don't see very often by the Broncos and Coach Gordy.
Good help side defense from Maya Hansen. And the steal goes to Lalott, all created by the sophomore guard. Boise State rocking their home whites with the patented Boise State orange, numerals and lettering, blue trim. And the Battling Bears in their home greens, or pardon me, road greens. Oliver trying to go inside to Barrett, pulls up instead and cashes it in. An early start for Kai Oliver.
Kai Oliver will put it up there for the Battling Bears, and what she do, they got to get out, they get a hand out there, but she'll still put it up.
Hansen in transition. Can't answer. Now, Garrett, we were talking pregame about Battling Bears. That's got to be one of the top mascots in the country, if you ask me. Bear gets blocked away by Muse.
Not in this house. Abby protects this place better than anyone else in the nation.
Lalott, great positioning inside, and gets it to trickle around and fall.
No, but back there, Battling Bears. Fun name to say. It's going to be fun saying all day today, but like right there, Lalott just staying under control, going up for that nice little baby hook shot. They talked about the bigs not rushing on their shots, and that's what Lalott just did. Took her time, bounced, and went up strong, which she needs to continue to do.
I think one of my favorite things about college basketball and just college athletics in general is the mascots, because you can just create anything. Battling Bears, I know the Central Arkansas is the Sugar Bears. That's an incredible name, as the travel is called on Gracie Leckvold.
Then you can never forget Western Kentucky Hilltoppers with a blob as their mascot.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's just sensational.
Yeah.
A little token full court pressure for Rocky Mountain College, easily disbanded by Mary Kay Narrow. Short corner, Hansen right back into Lalott. early you're starting to see they want to feed the inside. Sure, Rocky Mountain College might have a couple Twin Towers as you credited them, but LaLotte's got so much experience on the inside.
Oh, our bigs are top two probably in the conference when you start with LaLotte and Muse right there. And yeah, but like you said, they're going inside, attacking inside. What a great player there. Great screen right here coming in for Muse right here. Muse just came through, fought through, kept her arms out big to make yourself bigger, to wrap through, to get that nice left hand up. And thing is, as you make yourself bigger, hands are going to come over you. She finished strong to get to the line as well.
Is not able to convert the and one, but a offensive rebound by LaLotte. Kicked out to Narrow. Narrow misfires. Offensive rebound again by Pasco. Triple teamed. Had it knocked away, still has the dribble, throws it over the top to Muse. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hansen goes to Pasco, trying to go inside, has to throw something up, throws one over her head with her left hand, and it's a shot clock violation.
Good defense by Rocky Mountain right there. After getting 2-3 consecutive offensive rebounds, the Broncos, Rocky Mountain still stayed aggressive with their defense and caused a very great shot clock violation right there.
Leckvold allowed that left hand, didn't want to drive it. Kick back to Stevens. Stevens picks it up right at the free throw line, has to kick back out to Leckvold. Leckvold trying to drive, gets stood up by Hansen, might have walked, airballed it. Rebound by Abby Muse. That's her third of the game, and she moves to 6th all-time on the Broncos rebounding list. That over-the-top pass is tipped out of bounds by Natalie Pasco. But let me make sure we give credit where credit is due. Abby Muse up to 6th all-time in the Boise State Broncos rebounding list.
She's just climbing out each day out there. Every rebound, she's getting closer near the top. She's one of the most defensive players in this conference, in especially Boise State women's basketball history. Leader in block shots, top 6 now in rebounds. She does it all in the defensive end for the Broncos since her career is here.
Yeah, Muse, the Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year a season ago, as Leckvold gets the little mid-range to fall. And just like that, the Battling Bears are battling their way back. They're just trailing by 1. Muse, a kick out to Hansen. Before that shot, a charge was called, and the 2000 elementary school kids were a little unaware of it. How about the move on the inside by Abby Muse? She has the Broncos leading 7-6. We welcome you back to Extra Mile Arena as the Boise State Broncos lead the Battling Bears 7-6. Garrett, early on, Abby Muse is continuing to be a factor.
She's done this all season long, controlling the rebounds for the Broncos. She's now 6th all-time in Broncos history in career rebound, and she's only going to move up higher up there, too.
Couple substitutions after the timeout. Alyssa Christensen occupying the middle of that 1-3-1 zone. An airballed three-point shot from Kai Oliver. Tatum Thompson has the ball saved, too. Hansen on the inside. Another charge drawn by Rocky Mountain College and Gracie Leckvold. We were talking about it just in the last minute over the break. Battling Bears are coming out and playing phenomenally.
I hate to throw the pun in here, but they're just battling right now, to be truthfully honest. They're not.
I already used it once, so you might as well.
Well, we'll keep using it. They are battling right now. They are not afraid of the Broncos right now. You got an NCAAW school like Rocky Mountain versus a Division I school. You can tell how well they're coached by Coach Keller there, but they are battling for sure and not afraid of the Broncos right now.
Boy, they were trying to go with the backdoor cut to Leckvold. It was tipped originally by Hansen, but last touched by Leckvold. Pasco curling off, fires, and can't hit. Oliver weaving her way through the Bronco defense. Backdoor to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh stood up in the short corner. Kicks it back to Oliver. Inside, Dominique Stevens working on Christensen. Throws the elbow and goes up and over the top and gives Rocky Mountain College the lead.
That was really too easy, Stevenson. Alyssa Christian needs to be a little bit tougher right there to prevent that. She just backed her down pretty easily. Got to make her work it and not let her just come back easily, get the easy little hook shot right there.
Tatum Thompson left open at the top of the key. No good. Alyssa Christensen, an easy offensive rebound. And honestly, a smart play by Kai Oliver to foul her before she could get the putback up.
Smart foul right there. Was it an easy 2-point right there for Alyssa? I mean, great positioning right there by Alyssa, having the inside position. Smart foul right there to make them take the ball out of bounds. I mean, Rocky Mountain's defense is really making the Broncos work, move the ball around right there. So it's probably better for them to take the ball out instead of getting an easy shot.
And you know, Garrett, it's these games that feel so easy to not show up at 100%, right? You're playing an opponent that is in a lower division. But coming off of this BYU loss, the coaching staff and really the players are still upset about it. They felt like they got almost embarrassed in that game by the Cougars. So you would have expected them to come out at 100%.
Yes, they did, especially when Danny Bass hit a wide open three in the corner too as well. You gotta worry about every single game. Doesn't matter who you're playing against. Anybody can beat anybody any given day. So you still gotta play your game and know that you are the more talented team on the court. But the thing is, things can happen. You just don't know, so you still need to play and play hard and still show your dominance on the court.
Leckvold weaving around, blocked by Narrow.
Great D right there by Narrow. Just stay on top of right there on Leckvold the entire time.
Danny Bays takes a screen from Tatum Thompson. Bays driving, dumps it down to Thompson. Thompson, a nice little readjustment, and gets the layup to go.
Great pick and roll right there. Thompson was very smart, seeing her defender go and help on the ball screen right there on Bays right there. She just found the opening. Bays turned that corner, saw the opening for Thompson, get the easy layup right there. Great pass, great ball screen right there by Bays and Thompson.
Both Taylon Black and Bailey Young check into the game for the Badland Bears. They go inside to Dominique Stevens. Once again working, has to kick it out. And able to recover his Leckvold. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Step through three ball. I got to add that to my arsenal. Defensive rebound pulled down by Tatum Thompson. Into the corner. Bays. Another one. Got it!
Great ball movement there, and we got a timeout here by Rocky Mountain, too. I mean, with that rebound right there, great transition right there by the Broncos, moving the ball to get the easy corner three right there for Bays.
And all season long, it has been Danny Bays coming off the bench, providing a spark. And really, you could say that for the entire bench squad of Boise State. They have stepped up, know what they're coming into, and executed at a high level.
Absolutely. You always want a person off the bench who can be a scorer. That's Danny Bays for the Broncos. You know she's coming off the bench. She's going to shoot, and she's going to look to score. 2 shots, 6 points. That's what you look to do with someone off the bench. And you know what? It gave the Broncos a nice spark. You can hear all the students here just going crazy with those 2 threes. That's what you want for someone coming off the bench.
And talk about another spark who's coming in off the bench, Lindsay Lavrovich, who has been really earning herself some more minutes of late.
She does all the little things well, and those little
How about
things
a steal?
Like that, it's a steal is what gets you on the court more.
Finds Tatum Thompson. Thompson tries to go over the top of Leckvold, got her own rebound, puts it right back up, and got it to fall.
She just stayed with the Thompson, stayed with play. Probably maybe got fouled on the drive right there, but did not give up. Stayed with it the entire time. First off, Lavridge, great steal right there, getting her hands through. Then Thompson going strong, maybe got fouled first, but stayed with it and got fouled again and got the and one.
I mean, it is just pure athleticism. The embodiment of Tatum Thompson.
I think she's getting healthier. Last year, she was injured when she first came in as a freshman. I think she's getting healthier, which means, and the coaches talk about how athletic she is. Probably the most athletic player on the team, and it's showing out right now.
Leckvold's 3 ball. No good. Offensive rebound by Baird. Kicks it right back out to 14 and Green. Inside. Working on Narrow. Narrow, some great defense, but knocked it out of bounds. That was Brenna Lindsay, who was working on the inside.
Great defense right there by Narrow, just battling with her with the much stronger Lindsay right there. But you know what? That's all you have to do. Make them work.
Leckvold throws up a runner and ends up last touched by, officials are going to confer and say last touched by a Bronco.
Yeah. Thing is, 1 second on the shot clock right here. So right now, you just want to make it a tough shot, make it a difficult pass right here on the inbound. Right now, with only 1 second left on the shot clock.
And certainly, you just saw there touch off of Danny Bay's foot. So they've got to get this one up quick. Kavanaugh gets blocked by Lindsay Lavrovich. She's been in the game for about a minute and a half. Already has a steal and a block.
The little things, that's what she's doing. She doesn't need a score at all. You've got other scores, but she's playing great defense with the steals, getting her hands in the way. Stay on top of her defender, get that block shot too.
foul called on Leckvold. That is puts Boise State in the bonus. So Danny Bays will have 2 free throws coming up. Currently, Broncos are on an 11-0 run. And this is more what we expected to see. I think that last time out, after a little bit of momentum, and really, all that was required was some energy, some bench energy.
Yes, it is. I mean, right there. Bays by herself has 7 points right now, possibly 8 if he makes the second free throw right here. But like I said, that timeout, I think Coach Gordy got the team fired up. It's like, hey, you guys are much better than this team. Get going. And the thing is, Danny took it to heart, and look what happened with the 12-0 run right now, about to end the quarter.
Leckvold double team, trapped in this 1-3-1, poked away from behind. Lavrovic ends up with it, throws it ahead to Thompson, and an easy deuce on the other end.
Love the aggressive trap right there. You had Thompson on top, you got Bays there. You never wanted the ball to go in the corner or near the sign. That's an extra defender, so basically 3-on-1 right there.
Kavanaugh left wide open at the top. Tatum Thompson forgot her responsibilities. And now shot clock turned off. Boise State can hold for the last attempt of the quarter, but Thompson will go early. She wanted another one. She's got 9 already.
That was a good pick and roll again right there. She's just best part she did. They got caught 2 times with charges without jump stop. She jump stopped in front of her person and got the easy layup.
Another block from Mary Kay, narrow to end the quarter. What a job by Boise State. They end the first period on a 17-3 run. Tatum Thompson leads the Broncos with 9. Well, whatever it was, this Broncos team lit a fire underneath themselves, and they went on a 17-3 run to end the quarter.
And it starts with the bench. Thompson and Bays had a combined 17 points off the bench to get this run for the Broncos going. And that's why they have this 13-point lead right now to start the second quarter.
Lavrovic, some incredible defense. I don't know if she got a finger on that or not, but Lavrovic is filling up the stat sheet in uncommon ways.
Oh, that's a block in the stat sheet. They gave her a block.
Hansen checked back in for the Broncos. Thompson left wide open, gets the shooter's touch and falls. She's got a new season high already, 12 points.
12 points in just about 6 minutes of play right now. That's impressive play right there with Thompson being very aggressive.
Leckvold can't answer. Rebound by Hansen, tripped up, kept her dribble alive, and then lost it again. It ends up with Kai Oliver, who wants to go at Hansen, spinorama, and got it to go off the glass.
That was a nice play by Oliver right there. Just stayed under control when the court got maybe a little slippery right there and was able to get the easy bucket.
Maybe they need some new mops. I don't know. Isn't that your job?
Yes, and I just bought new ones this year, too.
Bit of an unfortunate turnover as Maya Hansen looks at the bench and shakes her head. Fortunate for Kai Oliver to come up with that one, though. Seems to be all sorted out. And coming out of it, Rocky Mountain College is going to come out in a little zone press.
Looks like a 1-2-2 press right here with Stevenson on the top, which makes it kind of tough, but they drop back to a 2-1-2.
And they're just going to fall into a man-to-man defense in the half court. Danny Bays with it on the right wing. Coming over the screen from Christensen on the roll. Christensen put down a dribble, has to kick back out to Bays from the corner. Thompson wanted to go over the top, but was boxed out nicely by Leckvold.
So the Rocky Mountain's very aggressive on the ball screens right there. As the ball screens are occurring, they are absolutely just jumping out there, which means you got to be smart, make the smart play, because you are basically on a 2-on-1. But the thing is, that leaves your person open, and leaves the person who set the ball screen open, though.
Leckvold, step through. Offensive rebound by Oliver. Kick back to Leckvold. Leckvold the pump fake. Sidestep. Another offensive rebound. A block by Lavrovic. She's got 3 blocks. Oliver comes away with it and cans another 3, but wow.
I mean, Lavrovic was a great block there, but defensively right there, they just left everyone open too much. They are scrambling too much, and people are not helping. So you got to be better with the rotations on the defense.
Alyssa Christensen finds herself wide open. It can't rattle through.
That's the shot Rocky Mountain was looking for right there, out of a double right there. Quick shot so they can get the ball back quickly.
Oliver serving. Takes to Kavanaugh. Up top, Leckvold misfires once again. Another offensive rebound. And Kavanaugh on the X-cut from the opposite side.
You can tell Coach Gordy getting very frustrated right now defensively right now. Couple open shots, open layups right now.
Danny Bays traveled. They got a little too excited to step back on Madeline Hegum, who is wearing 31 in green and has really been taking over this offensive glass for Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, Rocky Mountain's making the Broncos rush right now. You've got to go back to what got you that 15-0 run, and that was by solid ball movement, defense, things like that too.
It looks like Tatum Thompson has a little blood, so we got to make sure the athletic trainer comes out and cleans all that up. Basketball rule.
It is. Once you see blood, it's an automatic stop for anyone. That's at all levels right now. You want to make sure she's good. Looks like they don't have enough time to take her to clean it off, which means they got to put in a sub for her right now.
And they'll bring back Abby Muse or Lindsay Lavrovich 2.0, if you will, because of all the blocks that they've racking up.
Absolutely. I think Lavrovich has more than Abby already in this game.
Lavrovich is coming for that title.
She is. A long ways to go, but she's going to get there.
Plenty of ways to go. On the inside, Stevens backing down the lot, turnaround, pull up, got it. It's a 9-0 run for the Battling Bears.
That was a nice play right there by Stevenson. Just slowly back down and just basically just turn around a lot right there to get the easy shot.
Lavrovich double teamed and was fouled by Leckvold.
Yeah. That's been about 3-4 possession in a row where Rocky Mountain has been doubling it, which means you got to anticipate the double. Quick ball movements will make this team run around. You can find the open person, and once you find that attack that gap right there to get to the hole.
Lavrovich looking inside to Muse. Muse guarded tightly. Kicks out Pasco from the corner. No good.
No, good look right there. Abby saw Natalie right there in the corner by herself. That was a great look, great option right there.
Kavanaugh driving, kicking to Hegum. Back to Leckvold. Leckvold always looking to shoot. Kicks out Kavanaugh. Offensive rebound on the other side by Leckvold. And it looks like the shot clock was reset to the wrong value.
Yep.
Or it was reset in the first place.
Yeah.
Which, after not hitting the rim, it should not have.
Correct. Should never been reset. Didn't hit rim at all. So now, but at the same time, too, this is probably a benefit of Rocky Mountain right now. Now you can see we're on a set player here and probably getting an open look right now.
Yeah, you see on replay, not close to touching rim, but Stevens able to get it to fall.
Stevens right there. I mean, they're getting these easy looks by the bigs against our bigs right now. They need to play more aggressive, put a little more body on them, get a little closer. They're giving them too much space. They're giving those easy 3-4 foot jump shots.
Great pass on the inside. Lavrovich finds the cutting Muse.
Great pick and roll right there, as we said. They're doubling off those ball screens, so it's up to the bigs. Like Muse right there, just roll straight to him, and Lavrovich just found her wide open in the middle of the court.
Stevens at the high post, and a little hand check, more of a ticky-tack call on Elodie Lalott. You just see that arm bar, the right hand. Didn't look like she was impeding the progress of Stevens much, but they can always remain the right to make that call.
They could have warned her early, hey, watch the bar, and she just didn't listen that time, would cause them to maybe cause the foul.
Kai Oliver driving on Hansen. Knocked her down. Oliver on a jump stop. Leckvold misses the little lefty shot put. Hansen trying to go over the top to Pasco. Able to keep it in bounds. Save it into Lalott. Had it tipped away. Ends up with Lavrovich. The dump down. Oh, and Butterfingers from Lalott still ends up with it and able to put it up and in. No assist credited to Lavrovich.
No, it was a great look by Lavrovich, but the thing is, when you pass too big, you don't want to throw her about the knees or ankles. You want the ball to come up higher than them. As a big, we do not like going down low. We like the ball a little bit higher for us, so we can just keep the ball up high, too.
Stolen away by Lalott. Great job of fronting the post. Hansen surveys. Tried to thread the needle to Lavrovich. And it was tipped out of bounds by Kai Oliver. Boise State just leading by 9, 31-22. Well, it's a 9-point lead for Boise State. Garrett, coming into today, what did Boise State need to do?
So right now, Boise State was trying to get to the rebound spot, which they have. They're up 16-11 and playing for it, which they have. But they're not doing shooting the three ball well. They're only 30% from the field, but they're being good looks, which means they will fall eventually. You just have to keep shooting up, shooters shoot, and you just have to keep finding when you have the good looks.
And probably one of the negatives that we have seen so far from Boise State and most of the season has been the turnovers.
Right.
I mean, that has been a real Achilles heel.
It has been. They have 8 so far. They're averaging about 17 a game right now. They got to learn how to cut that back down. I mean, what's keeping Rocky Mountains in the game are the points off turnovers. 9 turnovers, 9 points.
Inside, Lalott left wide open. Great pass from Abby Muse. A little high-low action from the post.
Gotta love the high-low action there. You had such a smaller defender right there on Lalott. Abby saw it and knew she had to go to her and was able to get the easy 2 right there. Great high-low action between our twin towers.
Leckvold is double-teamed and stopped in the short corner. Kicks back to Stevens, who pump fakes, gets inside and blocked again by Abby Muse, her second of the afternoon.
Great job by Abby, just getting closer to her as Stevenson was trying to back up, and that's what you have to do. Stevenson has been getting a lot of open shots. She's been backing down, turning with not a lot of defensive pressure right there. Abby noticed that while she was on the bench, and so saw Stevenson. She got closed around nicely to get the tip block right there.
And on the other end, it was once again Maya Hansen trying to thread the needle, trying to get it up ahead, and ended up giving Lavrovich a turnover. Into the corner, Kavanaugh, quick fire 3 ball, and looks like she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. Maya was trying to thread the needle. Sometimes you don't want to make the fancy play. Sometimes the simple play is better, and that will get you the open looks. Yeah, once in a while you want to thread the needle, but you know what? Sometimes the simple play is all you need to do to be successful in this game.
Seems as though Maya Hansen might be playing a little too fast. She's already got 4 turnovers to her name. Bays to Pasco, right wing. And that's rebounded by Rocky Mountain College.
Good box outs right there by Rocky Mountain getting to prevent that.
Baird posting up a lot from the high post. Kicks out Leckvold. Leckvold gets into the key and was fouled. Yeah. Leckvold just 1 for 13 from the field, but easily playing the most aggressive for the Battle of Bears.
She's going up and down her 3-point line, attacking the rim, hitting the shot. You like that. And that's probably what Coach Heller is. They are very told, hey, you have the green light, go and shoot, things like that. A lot right there. All she had to do is just stand there instead of step out a little bit. And it'd be hard for Gold to jump over a lot because of the size differential too.
Alyssa Christensen will check in for Elodie Lalott. Just a moment ago, we saw Tatum Thompson and Mary Kay Narrow check in as well. Christensen on the inside. Turnaround, great pivot, step through, gets it to fall, the bucket and the bruise.
Oh, what a pretty up and under move right there by Christensen. She had Bear going one way. Let's just say, got up, under, and got the N1. Great play right. That is a move to a counter move. As a big, you always have your dominant move, then you have a counter move to your moves, and that's what she just did right there.
I had one move. I had a spin move. That was all I had.
My move was take a charge the entire time.
You're a Lindsay Lavrovich type.
Yes,
just
very much.
Fill up the stat sheet in ways that don't actually show up.
Correct.
Oliver trying to drive baseline. Narrow goes to the floor. They're going to get a charge.
We got a charge right there.
There we go, Garrett.
Talking about a charge, Mary Kay beat her to the spot right there, which means once you beat a spot and cause the contact, a lot of times they'll call those charges, which she did.
I didn't even hear the whistle over the screaming kids behind us.
I can't hear myself think because the kids are so loud here, which is great. I love the environment. It's great for to have an environment like this.
Running off Bays, multiple screens, quick fire, offensive rebound, Tatum Thompson on the opposite end. Skip pass to Christensen. Bays comes to collect it. Takes the screen. Leckvold to the floor, knocked away by Stevens and stolen.
Yeah. They're doubling after every single ball screens, which means if you see that happen, the big either has to stay out there to help it, roll, or quick look, or you keep your dribble. Danny picked up her dribble. You can't do that if you know they're going to double you after any ball screen.
Inside, Baird tipped away briefly and then able to knock it out was Baird driving Stevens. Wants to step through, shoots over the top. Just a little long, narrow, pushing tempo. Skips it ahead to Bays. And Bays will slow it down just a tad. Pasco driving, kicking, Bays. Line drive three. Offensive rebound again by Boise State. Another misfire. And last touch by Dominique Stevens.
Oh, right there. Natalie after that ball screen was smart. Kept the dribble. She had Alyssa rolling to the rim, or she had Natalie in the corner. But what's nice here about the Broncos, they are being aggressive on the offensive rebound right now. They got 9 currently right now, but they got finished as well, too, at the same time.
Boise State has not been as efficient as they have been most of this season so far from outside. They're just 3 for 13 from 3. As Leckvold tries to drive on narrow, her step through. No, it's travel first. If you take away the 3-pointers, though, Boise State is 11 for 16 from 2-point range, and that's really what you need.
Yeah, they're getting all their points in the paint right now with their bigs, and that's what they're doing. They're attacking the paint right now, which they keep doing as you see Tatum going right there. And another traveling call right there.
Yeah, they're going to say Thompson didn't get the pass off before she hit the floor again.
Yep.
And that's the right call.
Great call right there by Lisa Jones right there. One of the best officials in the nation.
High praise. Leckvold left wide open, driving, and couldn't slow herself down. Bays, deep outlet to Narrow. Narrow, no numbers, and decides to bring it back. Skip pass. Pasco, wide open.
That's a great look right there. You got great ball movement. You gave Natalie, your best shooter, your best 3-point, and your best scorer, a wide open 3. Those shots will fall eventually. You keep shooting them. You got to be confident when you shoot the ball.
Block is called on Danny Bays, the third team foul of the quarter. And once again, Leckvold is just drawing that little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
And she looks exhausted with 8.6 left in this first half.
Leckvold, I think, has not been off the court very much, too, as well.
Kavanaugh, 5 seconds. Hegum. Stevens threw it behind her head and thought that was the last second shot. She was going to shoot it backwards.
You know who gets credit for that? These students, these kids here for Field Trip Day gets credit for that missed shot right there.
Broncos lead by 9 at the half. We'll be back. We welcome you back to ExtraMile Arena. There was a little teacher shootout going on and a bit of an upset down the stretch, but Boise State leads 35-26 over the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. Garrett, it was a slow start for the Broncos, a big run by the Broncos, and then really Boise State just let them back into it a little bit.
Correct. It was a very sloppy second half right there. I mean, if you look at the field goal percentage, we're shooting 47%, but that's because they're going in the paint right now. That's why it's so high, and only 21% beyond 3-point line. We're shooting 39 during the season right now. They're getting open looks. They're just not falling. You still keep shooting those shots if you keep getting those looks as well. But the big difference is the rebounding battles right now. 23-15, 9 offensive rebounds right there by the Broncos, and they're getting the second chance points, and that's why they got a high field goal percentage inside the thing. But Tennessee all year by the Broncos, turnovers, 12 right now, but they cost 10, which is a nice +2. But due to the 12, they've 12 turnovers right now. That's what's keeping Rocky Mountains in the game. They got 11 points off turnovers right now. Broncos need to come out and say, hey, maybe slow it down a bit. And yeah, Rocky Mountain will rush you, but if you're slowing it down, play your style, get your offense system, you'll find the open looks, you'll find those open threes, you'll find those points in the paint, and you'll see the field goal percentages and all go up easily. So hey, they're doing everything well. They just got to maybe just slow down a little bit and not rush, which Coach Jay talked about during our pre-production. They were just rushing a lot on these things, and that's the issue when you play these levels. Is you gotta learn to play within yourself, play your system. and learn how to slow down and not rush during these games, especially when teams trying to rush you as well.
One of the surprising things to me is looking at Natalie Pasco's stat line. She's only got 1 point, 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from deep, and then 1 rebound and 1 assist. Sure, it's very difficult to play at a time of day where you're not used to it, right? Typically, they're in class at this time, noon on Tuesday. Finals are done for the whole team. So you have to kind of readjust yourself to get ready to play at an off time.
Correct. But thing is, all those shots have been good shots. Nothing has been bad at all. So the coaches are telling them, hey, keep putting the shots up. They will fall. You're fine. But things like that. But you got to give credits to where credit's due right now as well. Danny came off the bench with 8 points. Thompson, 12 points off the bench as well, which is huge as well. But, I mean, let's talk about someone who's not going to get a lot of credit is Lindsay Loveridge right now. Hasn't scored or anything like that, but you know what? She's rebounding, she's blocking shots and causing steals, which is helping the Broncos up to the 9-point lead we currently have right now.
Yeah, Loveridge is leading the way for the Broncos with 3 blocks, which is just unbelievable to think.
But let's give credit to defense. Bear, 0 points.
Pretty impressive. Broncos leading by 9 at the break. We'll be back with just a bit more. Well, Boise State leads 35-26 at the intermission, in large part thanks to the sparks off the bench.
Bench story. We'll start with Thompson and Loveridge and Bays. Right here, you've got the Loveridge to Thompson right here going in. Yes, Loveridge doesn't have any points, but Thompson with 12, Bays has 8. That's 20 of the 35 points, which is coming off for the team right now. So it's been the bench that's been keeping this team in the game, which is huge, which you'd love to see, because one thing this team has, and they talk about, is the depth of this team, and it's proven it tonight.
It's really crazy to see that this team that has such efficiency and productivity from beyond the arc, although they have the interior skill of Lalott and Muse, those two posts, Lalott and Muse, are the only starters to have a field goal in this game.
That shows you something. You got to give credit to Rocky Mountain and their defense right now, too. That's where you give credit to. They're able to stop our guards, but our bigs are the ones who are owning the paint right now, too.
I think it was really a tale of 2 quarters, right? The first quarter was a blowout for Boise State. Yep. They won that period 24-11. And then statistically, the second quarter all season long has been the worst for Boise State. That is the only quarter in which they have been outscored by their opponents.
Correct. Rocky Mountain came out firing with a nice little more of a pressure defense, getting easy looks in the paint. Yeah, Rocky Mountain is shooting 32%. They were 35% in the second quarter right now. But they're getting good looks. They're not afraid to shoot it as well. I mean, this team averages 80 points a game, so you know they're going to keep firing and will try to get back in this game somehow off the creating defense turnovers, which we have an issue with. Or, you know what, they're just going to shoot it when they feel like they have an open shot right now.
Already you're seeing the presence of Ileana Moran has been not there for Rocky Mountain College. Typically their point guard, that has fallen upon Gracie Leckvold, who has struggled to have everything on her shoulders. She is trying to be the facilitator. She's trying to be an aggressive scorer, which she typically is, but only 1 for 14 from the field and 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. So we'll see how the Boise State Broncos come out at the end of the break. Certainly, we expect to see a little more intensity out of the Broncos. They lead by 9 at intermission. Second half is coming up next, right here on the Mountain West Network. Broncos leading by 9, but let's take a look at Rocky Mountain battling Bears. Their schedule, that common opponent up at the top was College of Idaho for both of these teams. A big win to start the year for Rocky Mountain. And then you see a couple of losses in there. Those are exhibitions, as both colleges are in Billings, Montana. So you got to play the crosstown rivals.
Got to play the crosstown rivals. But the thing is, 7-0 minus the 2 Montana State Billings. This team knows how to win, and they've done it all season long. And honestly, they've only had only a few close games. Arizona Christian University and Dixon State. But other thing that, a lot of these other games have been blowouts. You have a 91-49, the big one of all. 103-23 against Salgood American Indian College.
Love that we're talking all about how it's so hard to play at noon on a weekday. How about that? 10 a.m. start against Benedictine University of Mesa on the 21st coming up. That is going to be a tough game to get prepared for.
Sounds like a little tournament. Sounds like a little tournament they do, which a lot of these smaller schools do. They'll go and do a local tournament. I mean, 10 a.m. game. Hope they're ready to go by 10 a.m. But you know what? You play at 10 a.m. and then you got the rest of the day off.
I don't mind that at all.
No, hey, you did it. Hey, they all had to do it playing youth basketball in AAU, where you might have 3-4 games in a row, or at the same time you have that one game you got done. You just think it's all about rest the night before.
That's exactly right. Make sure you get your 8 hours. Original starting 5 on the floor for both sides for Boise State. That means Abby Muse, Mary Kay Nero, Maya Hansen, Natalie Pasco, and Elodie Lalott. And all ready to start the second half, Rocky Mountain College is coming out and trapping. Mary Kay Nero left wide open for 3, and still the Broncos struggling from deep.
It's fine. Hey, it was a good look by Mary Kay Nero. She's over 3 behind the field, 3-point line, but they've all been good looks. It's just nothing's fallen for her tonight.
Well, the 5 on the floor for the Battling Bears. Kai Oliver, Gracie Leckfold, Angie Kavanaugh stolen away by Nero. Able to pick it up and get an easy layup on the other end. The front court remains Dominique Stevens and Morgan Baird.
First field goal by our 3 guards today in the game for our starters.
That is uncharacteristic, to say the least.
Hard to believe, actually, with the way how they all score.
Stevens, good drive, pivoting, puts it up and over the top of Muse, able to save it all the way to the top of the key with Leckvold.
Good D by Abby right there, but a great hustle by Stevens after missing the shot and following her shot to stay with it.
Good defense by Pasco to stay in front. Tipped, offensive rebound. Oliver gets it to trickle around. Even when Morgan Baird isn't in the scoring column, still making an impact.
She did. She was able to create a nice little screen there for Oliver to get her own O-board and get the putback too.
Nero going inside to a well-positioned Lalott, who puts it up and in. She's in double digits.
That was an easy play right there. Little back screen right there, and which made them switch their ball, which made their screens makes it Lalott against the smaller guard right there to get the easy 2.
Pull up from the mid-range. Oliver airballed it, and it looked like it was deflected by Nero. It was. And Mary Kay Nero gets another block.
Hey, good defense right there. Stay on top of it. And, yeah, Mary Kay just contested the shot, was able to get a little fingertip on it.
Stevens stolen away by Nero. Nero is playing so smart. Hansen the other direction, pulls up from about 8 feet and banks it in.
Great play right there. They all noticed how Stevens and Jebs kept backing down, and they saw that in the second half. Easy to go behind and just tip it like Nero did. And great job right there to get the ball by Maya and to get the easy bucket right there by jump stopping and hit that little 10-footer.
Yeah, that's a timeout by Wes Keller. We'll take our media timeout. A good start to the second half for the Broncos. They lead by 13. This team has been predicated on blocks all season long. It starts with Abby Muse, but there are others getting in on the action as well. Mary Kay Nero's got 2. Mary Kay Nero's got 3, as does Lindsay Lavrovich.
Yeah, they got 8 today in the game right now. They're 5th most shots per game in the nation right now, averaging 7 per game. We're at 8 right now. Expect more to easily hit double digits before the end of the game today, too.
Certainly impressive, the defense that Boise State has shown up with here in the second half after a rather sloppy second quarter.
Yes, we're known for our scoring, the 3-point prowess. The thing is, defense wins more games than anything else. If you play good defense, you'll have a better chance to win. And what a block by Abby right there, using her height on Bear
right on cue. Abby Muse, 3 blocks in the game. Lalott, a little drop step and an easy left-handed finish.
Pretty move right there by Lalott right there. Got the ball, stayed bounds, one hard dribble to the middle, drop step to go baseline, and got the little nice left-handed shot right there.
Trying to go inside to Baird. Really hasn't had many touches, just 2 field goal attempts, and both of them misses already. Leckvold to Kavanaugh, left wing. Gets a screen from Baird. Not a very aggressive screen. Now Oliver trying to drive in, got tripped up. We'll see if they got, yeah, they did indeed get Natalie Pasco, who came over from the help side. Oliver a little slow to get up.
Yeah, Natalie came over there as you saw the dribble penetration. I think she slipped on the court, honestly. Natalie got out there quickly on the replay. I think she just slipped, honestly, and just the way she fell looked like she maybe fell over Natalie's foot, but from the replay, I think she just slipped on the court, honestly.
Maybe you need to invest in better mops.
Probably could.
Inside, Baird. Still can't find the bottom of the nylon. Narrow inside to Muse. Deep positioning, working around Stevens, and then blows the righty layup.
Oh, great move right there. She was able to hook Stevenson right there, but just could not finish it. She had to go a little higher off the backboard. Instead, she went a little short-armed it.
Leckvold wants to swing it. That one just thrown up by Stevens, stolen by Narrow. Narrow into the body of Kavanaugh, and finishes on the other end.
Steven thought Kavanaugh was going to go away. Instead, she stayed where she had. Narrow saw the whole play from the get-go and was able to get the steal on the layup.
Largest lead of the game for Boise State at 17. Inside Stevens. Finds the cutting Barrett. Help side Hansen. Barrett finally able to get one to drop.
Barrett's first shot, first bucket of the game right there. Saw the pass go to Stevens, just went the opposite side, and they saw her by herself with the easy bucket. But, I mean, Boise State was just on an 8-0 run due to their defense getting out there and being aggressive defensively. They need to keep that up for the rest of the game.
Over the top, Lalott unable to handle it. Tipped away and stolen, saved by Kai Oliver.
Great job by Oliver to see the high-low action right there and just watch the way till the pulse got into them.
Inside, Baird again. Step through, wants to go back to that left hand, kicks it out, tipped out by Natalie Pasco. 5:10 on the clock for the third quarter.
Baird right there with a great up and under move right there. Abby just need to keep her feet on the ground, use her height right there. But great help by Lalott to cause Baird to lose the ball a little bit to get the situation we're in right now.
That is probably the one Achilles heel of Abby Muse is she is so good at blocking shots that she wants to block every shot, and you can occasionally get her in the air with a pump fake. Stolen away, or rather tipped away by Hansen.
It's a tendency for any big who blocks a lot of shots they get pump fake pretty easily. If you just stay ground, put your arms up in the air, and make them shoot over, you'll get a lot of those easy tip control blocks.
Hansen to a leaking out Narrow, and the left-handed layup falls.
Maya excited after all those plays. She just big yell half court to help get Narrow the easy layup on that transition.
Leckvold surveys, now drives on Pasco, gets a half step, has to jump stop in the paint. Tipped by Lalott, right back to Leckvold. Has to throw one up, gets it to Stevens in time. Offensive rebound by Oliver. Stevens has it again, and Muse finally comes down with a defensive rebound.
Good defense sequence right there, and with Lalott running the court, you give the bait the ball when she runs the court just like that. Great find by Mary Kay Narrow.
Narrow, four assists, rather, and easily the leading assister on this Broncos roster.
Their defense is leading them for easy buckets right now. That's high. They were up almost about 20 points right now against Rocky Mountain.
Tipped away and stolen by Muse. Go Gadget. And now Narrow drives at Stevens. Wants to kick it back, but is smothered by Stevens on the inside. Going inside. And kicked out. Skip pass. Narrow. Quick fire three ball. Got it!
Oh, great ball movement right there. First one inside. Kicked out to Maya. Back in and saw Mary Kay wide open for that three in the wing right there. It's always good when you see Mary Kay hit a three like that. Not known for her three-point shooting, but when she makes them, it's always a great sign.
Oliver directing traffic. Deep in the shot clock again for Rocky Mountain. Kavanaugh able to get it over the twin towers of Muse. Now tipped around, finally ends up with Maya Hansen. Narrow, leaking out. Crosses the court to Pasco, stolen away by Leckvold.
Oh, nice play by Leckvold. Just get her hand down when she see the Pasco with the crossover.
Transition, pull-up, air ball, rebound Hansen. High tempo, Abby Muse is asking for her to slow it down.
You could tell with such an early media timeout, like right at the start of the quarter, clock's been running the entire time. And I think Maya thought Alyssa Christian was right open in the wing, even though she was coming checking in right there.
Exactly what it was. How about this from earlier? Narrow doing it on both ends of the floor. Boise State up 22. Well, it has been Boise State all the way through to start this second half. A 15-2 run for the Broncos, and they are proving it in pretty much every aspect of the game. 14
of those points have all been the paint on that 15-2 run, with one of them just being a 3 right now. Boise State has scored 34 points in the paint so far, tied a season high previous against Weber State. Don't be surprised if they break that in the next possession or two.
Well, Taylor Lundquist and Garrett Tunn with you on a Tuesday afternoon. No better time to be watching and calling some women's basketball.
Especially right with Christmas just around the corner, too.
Oliver driving on Hansen. Great defensive slides by Hansen, but that little arm bar is going to get called for a foul.
Some officials will let it go, some officials won't. It varies from crew to crew a lot of times. But a lot of times that arm bar, if they see it, if you keep it in, you're fine. But as soon as you throw it out, that's when they usually nail you on it.
Oliver drives, pulls up. Good box out and rebound by Danny Bays, and then threw it to an unsuspecting Tatum Thompson.
Tatum was just trying to get down the court quickly.
Thompson, short corner, pulls up anyway, no good.
She shouldn't have taken that extra dribble, actually. She was wide open, about 17, 18 foot out. All she should have done, catch it, pop, and just shoot it. So maybe instead of taking the extra dribble, because they had defenders waiting for her, and then she kind of got off guard and then kind of know what to do in that situation. She should just caught it and shot it right away instead of trying to take that extra dribble.
Thompson tips it away at first. Back out to Hegum, and now Oliver. Oliver, the leading scorer for the Battle-In Bears with 12. Can't finish the lefty layup.
Gotta give credit.
Oh, what a catch from Thompson. Kicks it back to Christensen. And now back out to Narrow.
Now, Lindsay's had a great screen right there to give them Oliver the open layup that she missed. But, that's a great steal by Lindsay right there. But Tatum, what a catch. Just showing her athleticism right there.
Tatum off a little UCLA screen. Nice little midi.
Now, that was a great shot. She used that dribble to get a rhythm shot and just hit that nice 8-footer right there just outside the box.
Shot clock turned off. Rocky Mountain College able to take the last shot of the third quarter. Lindsay driving, blocked by Tatum, and there's a foul.
Yeah. Tatum knows. She can tell. She knows she just came down on. If she just kept her hand up, you'd probably been no call. As soon as you bring your hand downs or bring your arms down, they're going to get you every single time.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Mary Kay Narrow, the veteran captain, was telling her. That is a senior talking to a sophomore. They're going to call it every single time.
Correct.
I know that you got a lot of ball, but there was also contact there, and they're still going to call
Absolutely.
it. Lindsay able to convert the first of her 2 free throws. The sophomore from right outside Rocky Mountain College in Billings, Montana. Can't go 2 for 2. Deep outlet to Lavrovic. 3 seconds on the clock. Throws it up and can't finish.
No, that was a good take by Lavrovic right there. Just going towards the rim as soon as the clock was running out. But right here, Tatum with a nice little bounce dribble right there to go out.
Well, Mary Kay Narrow and Tatum Thompson have been leading this Broncos squad. Tatum in the scoring column, she's got 14. And Mary Kay Narrow with 9 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks, just doing absolutely everything.
I mean, 9 time in program history, we started the season 6-0, leading our way to be 7-0 as well right now. And Broncos come out to a 2-3 zone right now, a little different right now than the 1-3-1 they played earlier today.
Thompson comes away with a steal. Cross-court pass to Bays for the lefty layup. Oh, he just blows it.
Great steal by Tatum Thompson. Just read the pass all the way through. I mean, Bays got to finish those layups on those transitions right there.
Oliver gets a screen from Lindsay. Step back, Jimbo, no good. Oh, and Lavrovich and Thompson miscommunicate. That should have been an easy rebound for either of them.
Yeah, Lavrovich already had it in her hands, and just Tatum just came right there and just got in the way almost.
Leckfield trying to go inside, skip to Hegum. Hegum now goes inside to Lindsay. Lindsay is fouled by Tatum Thompson, once again bringing those arms down.
She did it once again, yeah. I mean, great work right there by Lindsay. Lindsay was working the entire time, get the position on Tatum right there. Problem is, Tatum's standing too upright. In a post position, you want to get a little bit lower to hard to move you around. If she gets a little bit wider base and gets a little bit lower, it would be a little bit hard for Lindsay to get those easy positions for them.
Lindsay once again goes 1 for 2 from the line, then gets sent to the floor, ends up in the hands of Narrow. Narrow skip past Lavrovich. Lavrovich lines up a 3-ball and got it!
Great transition defense, right? Great transition offense. My bad about that play. Everyone got the spacing while everyone was trying to battle it. Broncos was able to get to their spot to get the open 3 right there by Lavrovich.
Lindsay still looking for a guard to handle the ball. Finds Kai Oliver, a high arching 3, saved by Leckfield, but no, she stepped out of bounds when she elevated. And Coach Wes Keller for Rocky Mountain is telling Kai Oliver, hey, let's run the offense. We can always get that sort of shot.
Correct.
And that's always something that, as from an offensive perspective, yes, you can get good shots, but get great shots.
Correct. You can always find those 3s right there. They want the ball movement to get the easy, better looking shots right there.
Thompson into the lane, elevates and drops it.
Great take by Thompson there. Attacked the elbow right there. Saw the defense and jump stop. Previously, they kept trying to go to the rim and beginning to charge. Right there, she jump stopped right there and hit the 13-foot right in front of the free throw line.
Step through from Leckvold, still looking for her second field goal make of the game. And for the first time today, we'll see Jada Clark check in for Mary Kay Narrow, get some more action for the other ball handlers.
Mary Kay with a great game today, 9.6 rebounds, 4 assists today, and 3 blocks too.
Blocked from behind by Thompson, last touched by Lindsay of Rocky Mountain, and the ball's going the other direction.
That's 11 blocks right now.
Unbelievable. Clark picks up the dribble just past half court, gets double teamed, able to get it to Bays. Lavrovich crosses over. Searching, finds Bays at the top. 8 seconds on the shot clock. She spins in the lane, righty. Tipped by Christensen, back to Bays. Thompson lines one up from the left wing. Finally comes down with it, does Leckvold. And last touched by Rocky Mountain College. Again, Tatum Thompson with another deflection.
Tatum right there. I mean, missed the right open 3 right there. But thing is, stayed in position, guarded her very well, and just literally just kind of like got a little, made Leckvold just a little distracted to make it go off the fingertips.
Bays is fouled. Little hand check by Leckvold. That is her third personal.
First team foul for Rocky Mountain right now. So if everyone knows, women's basketball adopts the NBA model where you get 5 team fouls per quarter right now. So 4 more team fouls by either team. Both teams will be in the bonus, which means they should be shooting 2.
Danny Bays, step back. just missed. Christensen tips it around to herself, now able to kick it out to Clark.
Great job by Alyssa. Just keep battling with 3 Rocky Mountain people surrounding her.
Thompson always wanting more. Danny Bays can't hit it from the baseline mid-range. And a foul on Tatum Thompson.
Yeah, just went over the back. You could tell she was leaning over on that play right there. Bays right here with that 18-footer, miss it, but like the Rocky Mountain just inside position on her, and Tatum just was probably a little more too aggressive. Like, those are the fine offense fouls you're finding. You're aggressive, trying to be aggressive right there. It's the ones where you're just being out of control where the coaches get upset with.
Tatum just 2 points away from tying her career high of 18 that she hit last year. At 16 now with 5 rebounds and 1 assist to go with it. Inside, Baird go into that strong left hand. Good contest by Thompson, and got fouled as she was trying to bring down the rebound.
You can tell Baird's getting very frustrated right now just by her facial expression. She's not getting any good looks she wants. She only has 2 points tonight. She averages close to 20 points a game. That's credit to the scouting report done by the Broncos, so to make her work for all her points, or even have a tough game for her tonight.
I mean, truly surprising, though, in another respect, as Lavrovic has it in the corner, kicks out to Clark, right wing 3 ball, just misses. But Baird isn't even able to get many shots up. They have the Battling Bears have 3 other players with double-digit field goal attempts, and Baird only has 5. It's a foul on the inside before the shot.
Their 2 leading scorers are Stevens and Baird. Stevens has 7, Baird has 2. Combined, they're averaging close to 30 points a game. They've combined 9 points right now. That's a credit to the defense the Broncos have been playing all night today. I mean, they're making Rocky Mountain shoot 24% from the field, 20% beyond the 3-point line as well. That's impressive.
Caitlin Burgess checks in for the first time for the Broncos. They slowly start to empty out the back end of the bench. Driving to the baseline is Kai Oliver, pivoting, stepping through, and hitting.
Kai Oliver has a nice little up and under move she's been doing all game tonight. It's been impressive to see.
Christensen from the mid-range. She can hit that. And poked out by Thompson.
I think Thompson knows she's near her career high. I think she's trying to get it, honestly.
Oh, she absolutely knows it. 16 team assists for Boise State on the 25 field goals made. Saved by Oliver, out to Leckvold. Pump fake, puts it right back up. Offensive rebound, Stevens. Stevens wants to go at Christensen. Spins back, spins towards the middle. Crafty footwork in the 2.
Stevens right there with a nice little up and under there on Christensen right there.
Lavrovic, corner pocket. Just rattles out. Tipped away, ends up with Christensen. Christensen kicks it out to Clark, who's barely able to keep it from going back court. And now a tie-up. Possession arrow stays with the Broncos. Well, Lavrovic doing a little bit of everything and finally into the scoring column with a 3 ball. Broncos up big. Well, the Broncos in the non-conference schedule certainly scheduled themselves some tough opponents. You look at some teams like Santa Clara, Rutgers, Eastern Washington, and BYU. Those 4 opponents are responsible for their 3 losses on the year, but the rest of the way, they have been unbelievable on their home floor.
Don't be so shocked about the Eastern Washington loss. Eastern Washington is a very good Big Sky team, probably most likely going to win the Big Sky this year, so that's a very good team right there. I mean, about to go to San Diego to start right before Christmas, too, which will be 2 tough opponents because UC San Diego and USD.
Yeah, certainly some more tough games on the schedule to go. Lavrovic ends up with it, dumps it down to Christensen, who tries to put it up and gets fouled by Dominique Stevens.
Great ball movement there. Rocky Mountain came out the press. We picked it up very quickly and just got quick ball movements, try to get the open shots by everyone over there.
Christensen, a transfer from the College of Southern Idaho, has really provided a little additional, I don't want to say extra, but additional size on the inside.
You can never have too much size on the team at all. She's great.
And she can stretch the floor.
She can,
clearly looks good from the free throw line going 2 for 2.
She can hit that 15, 18-footer, which is always good for a big because that makes you have to guard them out that center and not worry about them in the post at all.
And put her in the pick and pop. Start to get some switch offs. Lavrovic, another block. 4 blocks on the night for Lindsay Lavrovic. And Burgess has it poked out of bounds.
If I was a betting man, which I'm not, we'll point that out there, I would not have bet Lavrovic as your leading block person tonight.
Certainly not. I don't think you would be the only one.
No, but that was a great block by Lavrovic. Just stayed on the play right there and saw the shot and just got her hands up there to block. It was a great play right there.
Lavrovic will check out for Allie Heckman, who gets her first minutes of the game. And you have to assume that they're keeping Tatum Thompson in the game so that she can hit that career high. Still a couple points away. Christensen fires just off the mark.
We talked about hurting those jump shots right there, just shooting a 3 right there, which is okay.
Over the top to Stevens, posting up. Going to that left hand and able to hit it. She's had some incredible footwork and steady moves on the inside.
Agree. Stevens had looked so comfortable against our bigs tonight, where we have some of the better defensive bigs in the conference right there. Stevens has been very under control in all her shots and has been strong to everything she's done. Very well coached, very good footwork too, and she knows her game very well.
Burgess, right wing, gets a screen from Thompson. Thompson opens up mid-range, fires, and hits. Ties her career high at 18.
Great right there, like he did. Just pick and pop action, went to the open area and did not go anything extra with the defender in front and just took the shot that was given to her.
In the lane, finally Leckvold hits just her second field goal made on the afternoon. 2 for 18.
It was going to drop sooner or later, and it finally happened.
Burgess takes the screen, open into the lane, driving left-handed layup, falls.
Great take by Burgess right there. You got the CSI connection right there with Christensen and Burgess. Burgess just took it right to the elbow. No one was stopping him, just kept going to get that left-handed layup.
Leckvold now wants to post up Clark, probably the only player she's not at a size disadvantage, and tried to go up with it, lost it out of bounds, slow to get up, but it seems to be okay. Mackenzie Nero will check in for Tatum Thompson. Sydney McQuieter in for Alyssa Christensen. Here's the Benergy squad on the floor.
Yeah, now this is where you got 2 minutes left to go. This is the crew right here. You're going to play hard and give it all you have out here. You don't get a lot of minutes, but you know what? Still show what you can do and show so much pride on the court, too, with the game, even though you have a comfortable lead.
Last 2 minutes of the game, opening up Allie Heckman, firing from beyond. And the rebound brought down by Taylon Black. Over the top, good steal. And a great pass from Oliver to Stevens on the inside.
Stevens has been their best player all day today for Rocky Mountain. And it's been obvious that why they get the offense around her, too.
Burgess, good slip from McQuieter, who puts it up, got fouled by Dominique Stevens.
Good take by Dominique right there. Stayed under control and kept going. She slipped the screen right there. Stevenson came out to help and saw that. Dominic decided just to go right at Stevenson to get the foul and shoot too.
And Sydney McQuieter, her first point of the season.
Always great to do at the free throw line too. Always great the line.
Now the only Bronco to have yet to score this season is Allie Heckman. She's wearing number 5 in white. Got to get her in the column.
Got to set up a play for her now where you just let her get the shot. And you know what? Just let her chuck it. I mean, if she wants to shoot backwards from half court, just shoot anywhere, let her do it. See if it can fall in.
That backwards shot.
1 minute remaining.
Oliver working on Clark, tries to go to the high post with Stevens, who fires and cans one.
Stevens is only a junior from Hamilton, New Zealand, too, as well. So a nice little Kiwi action right there for her.
Burgess almost gets the reverse to fall. Good defense by Burgess, not allowing that screen, nor the back door. Heckman guarding Baird out at the perimeter. Oliver left wide open on the inside, dumps it down to Stevens, who misses the cupcake and then gets fouled by McQuieter on the putback.
Miscommunication right there on all the ball screen and the defensive rotation right there. They worked at this at practice. Well, a lot of these girls on the court are part of their scout team as well. But thing is, you still have to know your offense and still need to do the communications while doing the defense.
Well, it took a little while to get there. Dominique Stevens came into the game as their second leading scorer, just under 14 points a game. She's now got 16. Make that 17.
Double-double, 11 rebounds, 2 for her today as well.
And they'll be able to just dribble this one away. So a 7-0 start to the home schedule for Boise State for the 9th time in program history. Coach Gordy Presnell knows how to win in Extra Mile Arena.
You're always taught to protect your home court first, and that's what we did. We protected the home court and made sure everything was going good. 7-0 at home, great start leading into the Christmas break with 2 in San Diego. Then you're going to come back and get ready for conference play. Always great to be great confidence booster heading into these final weeks before conference play start.
Yeah, we'll get a chance in just a moment to talk to Tatum Thompson and Elodie Lalott about this game. Tatum Thompson, again, tying her career high with 18 points. She did it last year as a freshman and now has done it again here as a sophomore. Certainly a lot of ups and downs in the game, but came around and put up 18. So, yep, that's yours right there. Yeah. Taylor Lundquist and Garrett Tunn, joined by Tatum Thompson. Tatum, were you aware that you tied your career high at 18?
I was not aware, no.
It felt like you were aware of it. You were always searching for that next shot, but that's sort of your playing style. Can you just tell us a little bit about what your thought process was this afternoon in today's game?
Yeah, being at the trail, I just have to set, if I'm setting a screen, I just have to roll out and roll to the right spot and find an area where I can catch and shoot or drive.
Yeah, Tatum, this was best game of the season so far. Early in the first quarter, you guys struggled, but you and Danny came off the bench with just a spark plug. Explain what is coming off the bench, what you need to do when you have your team struggling early on.
Danny and I, we wanted to come out with a spark and just, Danny hit me for our assist our first minute, and then I hit her for one, so we just wanted to come out and bring the spark a little bit.
So 37 of your 67 team points came off the bench. What can you say about the depth that this team has?
I would say we have some pretty good depth. Most teams maybe go like 2 down, but I feel like we've got some pretty good talent and players.
Certainly, you were coming off of a tough loss to BYU. What was the mindset coming out of that and the adjustments that you wanted to make today?
It was really just the little details. Like our transition defense needed a lot of work, so we had to get back and get to our spots, and it was just mainly the details.
Very nice. Tatum, let's talk about a block party today. 13 blocks for you guys combined. Explain what you guys do defensively to help get you guys in the right position, and with blocks that also keep possession, which gives you guys easy transitions.
Yeah, I really think it's mostly Abby. Abby's length is insane. She makes people scoring change their shot midair, and she's really disrupts the offense.
I don't think you've had a chance to see it yet. The box score, Lindsay Lavrovich led the team with 4 blocks today.
Wow, yeah, she's got some bounce.
Tell us a little bit about what she provides to this team, because clearly the last few games she's kind of stepped up into a bigger role.
She's extremely athletic. She's not one of the tallest, but she's definitely one of the fastest and bounciest, and she's just an athletic freak.
All right, the remainder of the non-conference schedule, what do you expect to see before the new year?
Just winning, really.
Yeah, love it. All right, Tatum, we appreciate you joining us. We'll hand the headset over to Elodie Lalott, but a great game with 18.
Right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks, Tatum.
All right, we'll take just a second to hand over the headset to Elodie Lalott, who is greeting all the passing by adoring fans. Elodie, thanks for joining us. 14 points on the day and a big 21-point win.
Wait, she was perfect from the field. 7 for 7,
Okay,
actually.
yeah, I appreciate you holding me to that.
7 for 7 today.
Elodie, first, talk about the environment. I mean, we mentioned it a couple times. Field trip day, almost 2,000 elementary school kids here. What did it feel like?
It's amazing. I mean, it was loud in here. It helps us like communicate louder and talk to each other louder, but it was great. I mean, we didn't get that chance last year, so it was good to have it this year.
Nice. Elodie, you guys are known for your three-point shooting, but today it wasn't. It was all about points in the paint and going to the rim. What was the new with the team today? Knowing you guys didn't shoot well beyond the three-point line, but was able to control the paint.
We wanted to have a good post presence. I think we've been wanting that all year, so we were focused on that today, and we just wanted paint touches, and we made it happen. So the three-point shooting wasn't there, but we were able to get points in the paint, so that was good.
Yeah, 38 of the 67 team points came in the paint. Really impressive. I mean, it just feels like that's the bread and butter. If you look at, certainly you had some tough losses against Eastern Washington, BYU. This is your last home game before conference play starts. What is the mindset going into these last few non-conference games?
Just keep winning. I mean, we wanted to our goal for this year is to to not lose at home. So that's what we've done so far this year. We want to keep that going. The next two games are really important for us to get ready for conference. So I think we're ready to go down to San Diego and just play good and win some games. So
yeah, you got a tough match against UC San Diego and USC, University of San Diego. Talk about that trip coming up with playing back-to-back games against the San Diego schools.
It's going to be a good trip for us. When we had back-to-back games was when we went to Santa Clara and Rutgers. That was good, but the first game could have been better. So I think we want a little redemption on that, is to have a full tournament where we can win both games and come back with a good feeling right before conference.
All right, last question. We asked this to Tatum, but clearly it is depth all the way through in this team. Tell us more about this energy coming off the bench.
It's good. I mean, not many teams play that many players. It's good to have the depth that we have. Our bench is always has the energy, always there for each other. I think our group is special for that, so it's always amazing to have a group like that.
All right, we appreciate you joining us. Another good win. Thanks, El. Well, once again, Boise State wins one here, 67-46. Let's take a look at how they got it done. Typically, they have been proficient from beyond the arc. We mentioned it just a second ago. Yeah. Unable to do so, but they went back to their bread and butter on the inside, and it was 38 points in the paint for the Broncos.
And also, too, they had 12 turnovers at halftime, 3 in the second half, which was the biggest difference maker to get this lead that they did today.
Really impressive, the turnaround that Boise State had. If you look at what they did in the first quarter, and then they kind of lost it a little bit in that second quarter. Rocky Mountain College winning the second period. Overall, though, Boise State able to bounce back, and I feel like they're finding ways to win.
Yes, usually they're known by 3. Today they did it inside the post. Having this balance is going to be huge down the stretch. You got 2 big games into the San Diego schools, then you got conference play. The thing is, how do you stop us? Do we stop us inside? Do you stop us outside? Biggest thing is, to help the team is they know we struggle with turnovers, so that's what they have to focus on and make sure to limit the turnovers, and they will be successful.
Well, that's Garrett Tunn. I'm Tyler Lundquist. For everyone else in the truck, we appreciate you joining us. It was a big win for Boise State. And their next opponent will be UC San Diego on the road. They'll also see UCSD followed by USD, both of those San Diego schools. They'll be back home in ExtraMile Arena on January 3rd to face Nevada in the conference opener. That'll be really exciting to see.
Hey, first conference game is always the most exciting game of the year. And like what they said, they want to protect the home court. And that's where you send a statement to the conference saying, hey, you're going to come here, you're going to play hard, and we're going to protect this court at all possible costs.
Well, we appreciate you joining us for another Broncos win, 67-46. over the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. We'll see you next time.
You guys rock.